This is Conscious Content, where you can look forward to viewing media coverage of environmental, spiritual, and socially aware content. Welcome to Conscious Content. I'm Melissa, here in Chico, California, outside of Karma Psychic Boutique, to interview owner and medium Mary Kay about the importance of meeting our spiritual guides.
We all have a spirit guide. This is a person who I call them maybe in like God's graduate program. So they are higher evolved beings who have had physical incarnations in the past. So they've been human, but are now studying or working in a higher form as a spirit guide. So when we get ready to incarnate, we find a guide that we choose. We may have known this person from a past life, or maybe we just have matching qualities or assignments. So we choose a spirit guide to watch over us while we are in here on the earth plane. And this person is in charge of our lessons, our life knows what we came in to work on in this lifetime. They're working with us whether we're conscious of it or not. We may have more than one guide, but we always have one primary guide. They're different than an angel, and they are not our deceased relatives. Our deceased relatives may come around us, but they are not our spirit guide. Your spirit guide is unique to you. They can't interfere with our free will, but they definitely can make our life simpler.
What is meeting your guides like?
It's a formal introduction. People can go get readings and people can tell you, your spirit guide said this, but the best way is to do some type of formal meditation introduction. And the funny thing is, when I do the classes, is your guide may be quite a surprise to you. And when you meet them, they may not look like what you would think. When I met my guide, I met her over 10 years ago, and you go up and you go to their home and up to the door, and when she opened the door, I took one look at her and I said, "Oh, you can't be my guide, you have bad hair." And she said, "Honey, there is more important things than hair." And she opened the door and there were all these herbs, and she's a medicine woman. And so as shocking as it was for the time, it was also necessary to kind of shift my perception. Another example, a student went to go meet her guide, and when she walked up to the house, it was very goth, and it almost scared her. And she was intimidated to knock on the door, but she kept going. And when she knocked on the door, her guide opened up, and he was a very plain English-looking man with a sweater and glasses. And he had said to her that they did that so she would know that she wasn't making this up. Because when we first do it, it might seem like, oh, I'm making this up in my imagination. But when she she would never visualize a goth house. So that was her way of her guides validating, yeah, this was a true experience.
Why is it important to meet your guides and tune into their guidance?
Because they're our helpers. They're here to assist us, and frankly, they make life easier. They save us time. When you start working with your guide on a regular basis, they can send you to the right store to find the right thing at the right time. Sounds trivial, but things like that can really make a difference in our daily life, and they're there for our higher good. So having a working relationship, can accelerate our growth.
How can our viewers connect with their guides?
After the formal introduction through meditation, you just start acknowledging them on a daily basis. There's something called Ask Your Guides Oracle cards, and those are a great daily tool. You could pull a card, you just check in with your guide and say, what do I need to know today? And pull the card that's right. And that way you're starting to learn what guides are concerned about, what they want you to know. And just actively using their name, calling them in, talking to them when you're riding in the car, they're never not with you. So just engaging in that relationship, and making it part of your regular process is the best way.
Where can people go to learn more about you and Karma Psychic Boutique?
They can explore the website at karmapsychicboutique.com. I have a list of my services and classes and fun things we do here.